Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome to another game of Old School AOT. So, here we are with a game between the expert Third and the other expert, VNI Salska. Salska didn't play for too long after AOT came out. He was one of those experts that quit earlier. But, you know, he was very much known for his strong Norse play. And as well as just his strong oranos play too. But I'd say he's one of those experts that ended up leaving the game pretty early on, just to do with frustration with certain mechanics with the Titans expansion. You know, and a lot of these were, you like it or not, centered around oranos. So here we got him, you know, doing a starting build, going for the berries, got the dock up. Alrighty. Let's look at Third. Well, you know, everybody knows about Third, the Japanese Thor expert. Just a banner player, very strong player too. Played Thor at the top against some of the best players out there. I would say, along with like a couple other Thor players that were top at the time, really worked to create some of the best strategies against a lot of the stuff that Norse players were really struggling against, you know. So it should be really great to watch him, you know. This is one of the godfathers of foreplay today. So, you know, show respect, boys, show respect. He's coming down here. Is there going to be another dock? It kind of looks like, no, he can't. Oh, there it is. There it is. Thought so. So we're going for a 2-dock start pretty early, which will allow him to get his economy booming. And one of the nice things about Thor is due to the Dwarven Mine, Thor can really support the 2-dock start much easier than Odin or Loki. Thor is really probably the best Norse god on water because of that. So here we're going back to Salska's point of view. Looks like we just got the standard Atlantean stuff going on. Nothing too exciting. Yeah, he's hunting the walrus. That's nice. And I'd imagine this villager will be going to gather more wood, because he's going to need it. And he might have some idle time. If he gets unlucky, he probably won't, though. Oh yeah, he's gathering fruit, he can force drop, he's fine. So that's very good that he's not having any idle time. So we're probably just going to see some usual oranos aggression from him, but you know, we'll see. Once again, you know, back in the day, he was a very popular player, very renowned for his Norse play, his Odin and Loki play. So we'll see what happens. Going back to Third, here we go. Third is scattering around his base, dwarven calipers. Okay. We got docks. He's getting his fishing out. Very efficient since the stock is here too. Already establishing the fishing up here. So Dwarven Mine is running out, but the ox cart's in place. An astounding 9 on wood, so he's not going to have any issue whatsoever. Harassing, forcing that oracle back never really hurts, you know, just denying your opponent game knowledge and getting the extra favor. So let's see what Salska is doing. Temple, so he'll probably be advancing pretty soon. And yes, here we see a 430 advance from Salska on Midgard, which is really impressive. I mean, I haven't watched his side closely, you know, so it might not be the most impressive build way to get 430, but overall this is a pretty quick time to advance on Midgard, and it allows you to really put aggression on the 4-player, which is what Salska is going to need to do to win this matchup, in my opinion. Just because the longer this goes, if the game stretches out, Thor really has the advantage. You know, if anything, just because of those cheaper armory ups and just how good Thor's economy can be. Particularly if the game stays in classical too long, it's going to be really bad. Because Thor can access all the economy ups in every, not economy, armory ups in every age. So, Salska's going to want to try to get an advantage early and either end it or gold starve or Titan or something. So right here, looks like he's going to come in right in with some aggression. Here we are, taking out right onto the Thor tower, going to break down the line of sight and make Third live in the dark a little bit. I like that. Let's see what he's getting. We're getting a counter barracks, 2 counter barracks. Are we getting a normal barracks? No, we're not. we're not getting a normal barracks. And what are we getting out? We're getting Terma, and we're getting Terma. So, you know, this is from early AOT, so now we're getting a military barracks. We're getting Terma first. We're getting got an extra one of those coming out. He's continuing to break the tower. Okay, military coming out, and Ferd has not advanced yet. Let's see how Ferd's going. He is advancing. He's almost up. Nice little defensive walls here. He's going to try to protect himself. He knows that, yes, Salska has taken out this tower, but it's nothing too much. Ooh, Promethean coming in for a nice harass, stopping the prevention of that wall. That's nice by Salska. Salska being very aggressive. Made the barracks, but no Mimio coming out late yet. Let's see if no economic guild. Just pure aggression this game. And here we go, attacking the Ulsarks, you know, trying to delay the barracks, and coming right in and going for the attack. Although he's just gonna come right back out, because there is some military there already. Although not a ton, but you know, enough to deny and make him wary about going into the base through that little gap right there. So Salska's building up a nice little military force out here, and we still don't have any more Mio coming out, which I would like to see. Mio are really, really good. But, well, you know, what can you do? Let's see how Ferd's doing. No armory yet, which kind of makes sense. But the raid's coming in again, and he's going to lose at least one villager, one dwarf here, I'd imagine. Yeah, I'll probably just use that one. He saves the majority, so that's good. This raider sacrificing itself for the cause. He's going in, but there's also a little down here he's dealing with it. Pressure isn't getting to him. So I guess he's going to try to he's going to try to gather wood on this side, chop wood there, which seems as though it'll be easier to defend than that, especially since these military buildings are by it. Need to degroup that ox cart. Alright, going back to Salska, we see Salska's got the Mimio going. Got an idle. Oh, but he fixed it. I don't see any boats on water from anyone at this point. You know, they're very concentrated on land pressure. And we do have this Promethean offspring going for the scout here. We got something going on where Salska is already, Ferd is already attempting to get a little advantage by gathering some gold outside his base, because, you know, he must be afraid of getting gold starved, understandably. So he's moving out with his raiders, which at this point is kind of good, because the Cairo are in the army and they don't move that fast. So yeah, there's sort of a gold star threatening to happen right now, because Third is not that high on gold in his main base, but you know, he's also aware of it, and he's getting ready. Walling back right here, and a surprise raid on his wood. And also to, I guess, give an easy escape to preparing a wall here too to protect his villagers. So it looks like Salska does not know he's there, otherwise he would definitely be moving out despite this raid going in. But instead he's coming back to protect against this raid. And ouch! He has trapped the villagers there, and that is one bill down. And that's it. Still, a villager's a villager, and that was a very good trap. Especially considering he's focusing his opponent there while he takes his own gold mine. So now we have a Salska Terma raid coming in. He's going to try to, I guess, target the wood line, but unfortunately that's no longer occupied. And we have Salska chasing after a third raid. The same third raid. I guess he's probably just gonna run. He can't really damage that. So the Terma are being pushed back out by raiders, and we got a little 2 units moving here, but they can't really do that much. So I think it looks as though, yeah, it looks as though Salska should be able to see the gold. He should be able to see that the gold has gone down at the very. Oh, he sees the units. Yeah, so he knows that Bird is trying to sneak out. And get a little metagame advantage. He's got the second TC coming up relatively early, which, you know, is a good time to get it up. So here we go. Salska is coming out to contest that gold, and that is key. Because, you know, let's see the third gold. The third gold in his base is only at 140, so it's going to be necessary for Ferd to secure a second gold soon. Ferd's raid is coming in the back, medium raiders in the the Valkyrie, and probably they're going to try to trap again and see if they can't kill her or anything. So they're coming in, and Third's gold has he's moved off. Oh, he's moving back in, but there aren't that many units there. So if he loses them, it's not the end of the world. Third is trying to raid, but Salska's more attentive this time, and he doesn't allow his villagers to get trapped. So the raiders are coming out, and right here, the dwarves are getting killed. But in the units. Fortunately for Ferd, there's not too many of them, so the losses aren't great. But Ferd is having to, what's he's going to do? He's having to move his dwarves out and look for a mine in a place where there aren't any, having to literally put his dwarves into the black. So that is not good. He will eventually find one, but not the way he's going. He's going to have to actually go a little bit towards his opponent's base. So here, this is great. He's trying to secure the gold, so he's trying to bait his opponent into coming back to his opponent's base with this attack. Even though he's very close to winning, his opponent is very, very, very close to gold control. So good tactics. He kills a village or two, or perhaps two. I think it was just one. And we're getting even more villager raids here. But now some cat is out, and that's going to really make those raiders pay, even if there's just 2 or 3 cat at Keltis. So he's been spotted by Salska trying to find gold. So that is not good. That is not good, boys. That means that the gold starve is on, and well, the distraction mechanism, the raid, was a good idea, but Salska is too attentive of a player and is not going to fail to watch the mini-map at all. So now Fred's moving out the rest of his army, I guess, trying to see what sort of play he can do. Maybe bring his Goldvilles back and then just try to fight here. He does have quite a bit of food and gold saved up, so we could almost go heroic, or start taking armory or something. I think he's probably waiting to try to go heroic. So here we go. He has lost not as many dwarves as you might think, I guess that's the benefit of dwarves being a little hardy, but they're about to get ambushed and caught here, so he will be losing a few more. But meantime, he is doing yet another harassing enemy base, and though he's not killing much, he's definitely breaking his enemy's concentration. I like the pick of the Cairo Ballista. And considering he's trying to establish, he's definitely working to distract his opponents. But these poor dwarves have really been caught out, and at 70 gold and 60 gold apiece, those are an expensive investment for him. So that's it's quite a plus. All the raiders are being caught too. You can see that third speed is being reached. So let's go back to Salska. We see that Salska has 3 TC that has really boomed out now. And he has that combination of the huge Atlantean army, and he's also booming. And the army is just really big, so it's gonna be hard for Ferd at this point. Although he is now able to gather from that back mine. Although this fight could be bad, as he doesn't have any upgrades whatsoever. So we'll see. I guess he may just try to not fight Braggy. Okay, so if he's gonna come back into this game, Braggy is the way he's gonna come back into this game. I'll tell you that much. He's got flaming weapons up, so everybody knows how good that GP is. And it does look like Salska is very much in gold starve mode, and it doesn't seem like he'll be going heroic anytime soon, lacking an armory. So Salska's gonna try to see what he can do here to win the game, I guess. And Third may be forced to flaming weapons. We'll see. Once again, no armory up here. It is. But what can you do? So let's watch. So it looks like we're seeing Salska. It looks like he was backing off, but then I think he realized that the army wasn't going to successfully retreat. So he's just like, I'll kill what I can. So that put him quite behind. He really should have backed off the moment that was cast rather than try to fight it. Paper Atlantean units really don't fight flaming weapons very well. You need still Mathian birds and stuff. The sort of things which he doesn't have yet. And his gold is actually out here, so this is really dangerous. Salska might now be the one to get a gold star now that he took a really bad fight there. So now Ferd is moving in, and hopefully he started his economic, his armory tax. So now that the armory techs are coming up, Thor is going to be moving into the dominant position in this game. So this right here, Salska has no gold, so definitely big turnarounds that game. Went from having a bunch of town centers and looking like he was threatening to gold starve to now being gold starved himself by a Norse army that seems to have, well, at least a rudimentary level of upgrades. But the Norse army really isn't in a position to deal with these Kairos, so Ferd is having to back off a little bit. We see Salska doing just a little bit of scouting and raiding here, even if just with one unit, it can be enough to really bother your opponent. And you got the forest fire going down here. Rest of this fight, and he will be carrying the fight because the battle boards are so strong with their 17% attack and pierce armor as well as 80% crush and damage and special. So Salska appears to be in big trouble, and I think he's pretty much out of the game at this point. He missed his window to gold starve or to go heroic and continue in the game that way. So overall, a pretty good game, and we definitely saw some real patience from Ferd, and continuing, that's not good, continuing to sort of hold out, even when he was under really serious pressure, and his villagers were being chased around the map, and he lost all his doors. You know, it just shows you can go through adversity and definitely win. Anyway, we're going to make one last little push out here, and maybe see if we can't, but as we see, Thor is really attack heavy infantry is very nice. And do we have anything for the whole? No, but we still have heavy infantry. So that's the second main line tech, so that's just going to end up between that and Thor as this one's just going to be up in a second. So, yeah, we should be saying resign any minute now, and this was definitely a good game, some good aggression, and just good play. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching.